Hello and welcome to Budget with Brian. Now, can anybody guess what is in this package here? Comments below if you have an idea. But I've been waiting a long time for this to arrive, so we're just going to get straight into it. Now, I could have bought this in the UK for a very, very similar price, but it wouldn't, the delivery charge was too high. But did I get the right one? So here we have a replacement motor for my little CXT combi drill. And hopefully it's a good replacement for it. It does look very similar, but we'll see. We're going to do a repair video. And I don't know if it's going to work all the way till the end. So, let's see how we get on. But before I do that, if you're not already a subscriber, it really helps us if you hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, and then you're first to see those new videos come up. Right, so let's get on with it. Let's start off by showing you the drill. This is my HP331D. I think you'll hear from the noise there that this drill has had some problems, and I caused them. Basically, I overran it. I put far too much pressure on it in terms of I put enormous bits cutting holes, and it you know, for a 12-volt CXT Makita hand drill, this thing has had some punishment. And what happened is a whole load of smoke started pouring out of the motor vent here, and eventually the little ceramic fan in the back of the sealed motor, it exploded. I'd overrun it far too many times. It got hot. I had expected that this drill might have some brushes that I could replace, and that's what was smoking, but no, it's a sealed unit. So what do? Well, in one of my previous videos, which I put above, we just bought a replacement drill because they were pretty cheap. And the reason why is, although replacing the motor is only about £6, the delivery cost was enormous, you know, £15–20. So unless you're going to buy a lot of Makita parts in one go, that delivery charge really kills it. So what do? You reach out to AliExpress and you find yourself a replacement motor with a very, very cheap delivery. This video is going to be about us replacing that motor and seeing whether it fits. We're doing this together for real, so I don't know whether it's really going to properly fit. I've taken all the measurements and, you know, seen how many teeth things got and done all those good things, and this one looks like it's the closest match. But we will be doing this together, so if this fails, we're failing together. Right, so the first thing is this is how the motor came, in a very, very excessive bit of foam packaging, and here it is. The very important parts were the voltages, so this is a 10.8, and the number of teeth on the cog. You can't really swap this cog out. It's a push fit, and I'm not messing around with that too much. But otherwise, the specifications of the motors look very, very similar to the Makita original, there's that fan in the back there. This one appears to be plastic rather than ceramic, so a bit cheaper there. But I mean, you know, this motor I think was something like £3, something like that, and the shipping was another £6. So altogether, we paid, you know, less than £10 for this replacement motor, and we get the joy of trying it out. So first things first, we need to take the drill apart, battery off first, though, you know, you'd be hard push to hurt yourself, I think. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws to take out. I have already had this apart in the past, so I could take some measurements and try and order the right part. I know what's involved in taking this apart. So we might speed this bit of video up. Okay, so that's all of the screws removed, and then it's just literally just a case of taking off the lid. So there we go. That's the first time we're seeing the motor exposed, and yeah, they do look very, very similar up front. So the next thing to do is really just take this assembly apart, and it is very, very simple to do. You literally just lift it out and then take it apart. Now there is a plate on the front here that also needs to be removed, which gets screwed onto that motor, but before we do that, let's just check to see that this is as expected, and I have to say I think it probably is. So off with that plate. One screw. There's the second one. Transfer that over. Yeah, that's a nice, neat fit. That's that in there like that. Last screw. There we go. Right, now this does have a little tab there showing that that's red, which I'm assuming is going to be the positive side of this. I'm not sure that it overly matters, but we'll see. So disconnecting that is as simple as that. On with the motor. And then we just need to marry these two bits up again, which is easier said than done. Yep, that looks about right. And we're kind of ready for reassembly, aren't we? Actually, that doesn't quite, it's not quite sitting right, is it? Does it need just to be turned just slightly? Yeah, that's it. That's better. Okay, so let's put the lid back on. And before I put all of those screws back in, I'm going to want to just test it real quick, because there's nothing worse than taking something apart and then it not running. So here's the moment of truth. Well, yes, but I don't know whether anybody else can see that, but that is, oh, maybe that's just not engaging properly. Right, well, let's put it back together properly and then see. But at least that is spinning kind of as expected. So let's get that back together. That absolutely does look right. Now, this piece, this is the only piece that you really need to think about, and where that slots in. And I've got a horrible feeling it's this side. Yeah, it is. It just slips in here. And I had to read the manual to find where that little piece went back. But that's where it goes. Right. Yeah, that's better. That's back together. Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't know whether you can see, just getting some sparking on the brake. Don't think that's really a big deal. Might be if you worked somewhere where there was petrol or gas about. I don't know that the old one didn't do that as well. But there you go. That's how quick and easy it is to change a motor over on a HP331D. Oops. So all I really need to do is just put all these screws back in, which would be a boring task for you guys to watch. But that really is it. So there it is, all back together. Yeah. I mean, the proof will be in the eating, of course. And what we need to do probably is start drilling some holes and trying this out with a bit of pressure on it to see whether it really does perform in the same way. And hopefully it won't overheat as the other one did, which of course, I don't know whether you can see if I can bring that up there. The little fan in there, the little ceramic fan, just totally exploded. And so this will indeed get hot over some time. But, look, I've got another replacement okay-ish motor there if I ever nearly needed one. And, the other thing is it doesn't just fit this particular drill. What I'll do is I'll list the different Makita models that that particular motor fits. So, for example, it would fit a TD110D impact driver. It's the same motor that fits in this one. So, yeah, there we are. So, look, thanks very much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. Comments below, of course. And I'll also link to where you can get these motors on AliExpress. And as always, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and don't forget, subscribe!